Yo, yo! What is up? We are 4 days away from living on purpose, and right now I'm gonna get real quick and go into what section 5 is about, and it's all about discovering your genius. And I've been working on the guide, all day, all night. I'm going cross-eyed from looking at the screen for too long, so just real quick video, gonna touch on what this next section is about. And basically, we start the section off by just saying that the author Tim Ferriss has a cool concept, and what he says is that the word happiness is overrated and it's become ambiguous through overuse. You ask people, what do you want in life? And people are like, I just want to be happy. But really, they don't really know what that means to be happy anymore. So what he suggests is, instead of saying, I want to be happy, because happiness can be bought with, a glass of wine and a ticket to the movies, right? So that's not really what people want. He says instead of that, focus on what makes you excited, right? So it's a big difference, right? What makes you happy and what makes you excited. So in this chapter, started off called Being Alive, we speak about what makes you come alive. Like, what are the things that when you do, you just feel, alive. You just feel like radiantly living, and there's no zombie mode. It's fully present, fully feeling good, feeling alive, right? In case I didn't say that 17 times already. So that's how we start things off. And one of the really cool things that I think is the way to go and a big part of living on purpose is figuring out what your passions are, which we do in this section, and then figuring out how you can get paid to do what you love to do, right? That's a humongous part of living on purpose, is doing work that you love and getting paid to do that. So it's figuring out your passions, and the other part of it is figuring out your strengths. And what positive psychology is saying is that focus on your weaknesses just enough to get them to the point where they don't harm you, but after you get them to a point where they're checkable and manageable, don't worry about them. Forget about your weaknesses. Focus on your strengths, because that's what's going to take you to that next level. That's where you and your unique self is going to accelerate the furthest. It's from your strengths, not your weaknesses. Again, get our weaknesses to the point where they're not going to, screw us over or mess us up and these kind of things, right? But we really want to focus on our strengths. So in this chapter, we focus on what brings you alive, right? What are you passionate about? And then what are your strengths? And, how can you use those on a more consistent daily basis and hopefully get paid to do what you love to do? Now there's a humongous piece that is missing from this purpose puzzle that I have not mentioned yet, and I don't bring it up until the last part of the guide, which is the last section. So stay tuned for that. Again, we are 4 freaking days away from living on purpose. My eyes are about to fall out of my head, and I think it's time for me to go take a shower and chill out. So I hope you have an amazing Friday, and if you have any questions, let me know. July 19th, 2011, 4 days away, and it's only going to be available for 3 days, and then it's coming off the market for 6 weeks. During that time, I really want to engage with just a small community of people, the first people to buy it, and really just get their feedback and tweak it. And 6 weeks from then, they'll get all the free updates that'll be tweaked specially for them, so I make sure I don't miss anything. But that's it. I've already said too much. I've got to go. Have a great day. Peace. Deuces.